So welcome to 20 minutes Pilates using a wall. So it could be any flat surface behind you. I obviously have the mirror, so you might see two of me, or a door as well. So we're going to start with rolling down the spine. We all know this. So you have your feet hip width apart. However far you need to have your feet from the wall so that you can imprint and make sure you've got the best alignment for your head. My head touches the mirror. For some people the head will not be touching the mirror because you'd actually be popping the head backwards. So imagine you balancing a glass of your favourite tipple on top of your head. There we go. So knock your chin to your chest, pushing all the vertebrae into the ground and rolling down one vertebra at a time. And remember, you all know which part of your spine is slightly stiffer. You've got to bend your knees more at that point and tuck under more. And then gradually roll down one vertebra at a time. And as you roll down, you can check your feet and knees. Are they parallel? Are they tracking properly? At the bottom, you could stretch your legs so you get your hamstrings involved. Then bend your knees lower than before. Really zip up and hollow, so bring that belly button up to your spine and rolling back up, relaxing the head, relaxing the neck, relaxing the arms, imprinting each vertebra back onto the surface behind you, rolling up tall. That's always a good setup. Right, let's do that twice more. So in your own time, nodding chin to chest, rolling down. Relaxing those arms. Feeling how the spine lengthens, so you're increasing the space in between each of those vertebrae. Relaxation through the arms into the fingers in the head. Again, straighten legs at the bottom. Bent knees, zip up hollow, belly in, rolling up. Breathing gradually and naturally throughout. And we'll have one more. So this time we're also going to compare right and left. So is there more weight to one side of your body? Or are you pretty even? So that could be your spine as you roll down. It could be now sort of the bum cheeks, or it could be falling to one leg. Compare the tripods underneath your feet. Are they even? Are you having more weight on one foot? Straightening the legs. Bending. And on the return journey, then see whether you can level out any of these imbalances. Excellent. Now, rather than rolling, we're now going to do a flat back hinge forward. So you can start off with putting your hands in your leg folds. You're going to lengthen the spine, keep as imprinted as you can, and then you're going to flat back hinge forward. So that really takes a lot of tummy control. So go as far as you can go. This is one of my party pieces. I've got a good flat back, so I can literally come to tabletop. But I think for the majority of the people, we would be in a more diagonal shape. And that's fine. It's about the length in your spine and the core engagement, and obviously the posture of your spine. So it's no good going to here, yeah? So we want to be as long as possible. So if you imagine you've got a broomstick up your spine, from the back of the head down to your sacrum, you're just hinging forward and the broomstick never bends. Keeping the neck in line. It's also a really nice stretch in the lower spine. You might find it easier to actually extend your arms to the side. So Pilates peripheral vision, they would not be touching the ground, the wall behind you, but for the purpose of engaging those shoulder blades, bring them closer to the wall. And then keep that. So imagine you're on the cross and you're hinging from your legs, but the top half stays on the cross. So that now engages tummy and upper back. Do 2 more. So you want to lengthen 2 directions. You lengthen your spine, but you also lengthen your arms out, like your fingertips want to touch the wall either side of your room. Okay, now we're going to combine the 2 movements. So you're going to go back to flat back. Then you relax your arms and allow your spine to curve. And roll up. Remember where you've come from, because we're now going to reverse the movement. You roll back down. So that's roughly hands just hanging by the knees. Take the arms to the side, coming into the flat back position. And then hinging back to the wall. And reverse it again, so make sure you tuck under, hinging forward, lengthening the flat back. Go as long as you can without curving. And then consciously relax and curve. Rolling up. And one more time the reverse, so rolling down. Floating arms to the side, lengthen spine, coming into that flat back position, like an aeroplane. Long wings, stable wings, zip up hollow, hinging back up. And relax. Oh, well done. That's hard work. Right, we're going to do some triceps. So that's for the wobbly bit underneath the arms. You can be quite close to the wall or further away, all depends on your strength. So we're going to place the hands flat down. And if you just do a practice run, we want to keep the elbows parallel down. So, yeah, not going outwards. You want to plant your underarm downwards, vertical. Okay, that's both of them. So I'm going to start with my feet hip width apart, quite close to the wall, and engage your position so you're in that nice plank position, and then just allow your elbows to bend and push. Now remember that nice feeling you had in your flat back when you were hinging forward. So we want to feel our spine like that as well. So engage, keep everything stable, and hinge forward. So obviously we feel other muscles apart from the triceps. So if you find this one's too easy for you, then you need to get further away from the wall. That might mean that your heels come slightly off, and that's fine. So I'm in that plank position, so core stability and bending down. That's harder, so I'll have to bring my hands further down. Oh yes. So it's all about where you place your arms. Yeah, definitely finding my triceps here. So if we're aiming for 10, I've done 3, 4, 5, and as I said, if your heels need to come up, that's fine. 6, ooh, 7, 3 more, 8, 9, and 1 more, 10. Nice and slow. Let's do this one super slow. And pushing up. Ooh. Ooh, that's hard. Excellent. What have we got next? Oh, right. Easing off the arms. This one's for the quads. So we're going to do a chair seat. So you're going to go as low down as you can, feet hip width apart. My mat might slide, so I'll have to rearrange that. We got flat back into the mirror and you go as low as you can. And you don't have to do much, you just have to hold, but you'll feel your size working very soon. Yes, very soon. So just this is where you bring your knitting and just get on with it. But it's a really good strengthener. I think also my mat is sliding away. Whew. Okay, so let's do 20 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And recover. If that wasn't enough for you, stay longer. Definitely enough for me this morning. Okay, we're going to have a side bend. So we're going to have the legs together, one arm behind your head and the elbow touching. Okay. So from there, we're going to bend down to the side so the elbow will come away. But you're going to try and get your hip closer to the wall. Then place that elbow back. And then we're going to reverse it so the arm floats up and you're going to push your hips in the other direction, trying to touch the mirror, the wall. So my other arms sort of slightly come forward. Maybe you want to need to take that arm away, entirely up to you. Okay, but it's a good reference point here. We know we're upright. So stretching away from it. And recover. Try and bend, make the necessary arrangements for the underneath arm, and push away. Try and keep your knees squeezed together as well. And recover. 2 more. So stretching away. And recover, float arm up. Try and touch the wall, push the hips to the opposite direction. And 1 more. And up. Reach. Okay, and obviously one side gets more stretch, and there's also the outside of the leg that gets more stretch. Let's turn around, do 4 times on the other side. Okay, so sliding down the outside of the leg. Recover, arm floats up, aiming to touch the wall, and then push the hips away from you. And recover. Second time. Up and over. Recover, float arm up. Touch, wall, surface, mirror, push away. Squeezing the legs together. 2 more. Up and over to the side. Recover, float up, touch and push away. And the last one, down we go. Recover, float up, touch and stretch away. Excellent. Okay, legs wide, back to legs. So generously wide and turned out. And you just keep your bum to the wall. And your back upright. And we're trying to imprint. I can't imprint fully, but we are trying. Yeah, so rather than just sticking your bum out. So get as much of your spine onto the wall. And the knees as much to the side. Remember, it's not just about the feet. I could do this, but that's not very friendly for the knees. So the feet are still tracking in line with the knees. And we're just going to stay. You can gently ride up and down the wall. Okay, let's do 3 more. 1, 2, 3, then we stay. Now we're going to hinge forward, so push the knees to the side and you hinge forward. Again, if you can, with a flat back, but see how the knees just went much further to the side. And just breathe into it. So either stay there or optionally you can push one shoulder down. So I'm pushing this shoulder down towards the opposite heel, because then your back gets involved and this side of the thigh stretches even further. And swap to the other side. Ooh, click. So if you were swapping, swap one more time each side. Okay, well done. Recover. Best thing is to push down into the legs, slide your bum up. Okay, more legs I'm afraid. We're going to do a lunge into deadlift. So, wall is the perfect parallel machine. So, you want to be kneeling down into a lunge position like proposing, but we're going to do it sideways to the wall. So, the back leg is the one that's nearest to the wall. Okay. Okay, so it's nice and parallel now. And the front leg you can obviously see, so you know where that's parallel. I'm tucking under, I'm going to have my arm out of the way here. Tuck under, pushing this hip forward. So I've got a stretch to start with. That's it. And then we can stretch away from the wall. Okay, recover. I've got my back toes curled under, which means I'm now just going to come up and I'm in a perfect position for my lunge. Okay, so come back down. I'm going to do 4 more. And up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down. Okay, from here we're going to do a deadlift. You probably have to bring the arms somewhere else. You're going to come back to your lunge and tip forwards. So keep one arm on the wall, chair, you might need extra equipment, and then coming back down. Yeah, so from side angle this looks like this. Tucked under, hinging forward, and going back down. But it's easier to do it sideways to the wall, because A, you've got your parallel machine, and B, it's easier to hold on here. So let's do 3 more. Lunge, and tuck, and lower, make sure you come upright, put the knee down. Lift knee. Hinging forward for your deadlift, make sure that knee is aligned. Lunge, and down. 2 more. Lift knee. Deadlift. Lower, and down. Last one, lift knee. Deadlift, lower, and down. Other side. So back toes curled under, arm up. And we're just going to tuck under, feeling the other hip flexor. And then stretch away from the wall. Stay tucked under. Okay, place your arm wherever it's comfortable. We're going to lift and lower 6 times. So, up and down. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. Oh, it's much harder on the second side. Ready for our deadlifts. And lift heel and hinge and coming back upright and lower. Not lift heel, lift knee. Lift knee, forward, upright and down. 2 more. Knee off and hinge. Land and down. Last one. Knee off and hinge, land, and recover. Ooh, that was a little bit tough, wasn't it? Okay, wide-legged forward stretch, so have your legs nice and wide, probably not touching the wall, hinging forward, and we just hang, relaxing those legs. So let your spine lengthen out and enjoy that hamstring stretch. So depending on your mobility, you could just hang down, let the arms hang, or fold the elbows in. You could be reaching forward if you want to have more a stretchy approach for your spine. You could be grabbing the ankles and pull your nose backwards to touch the wall, or you could even have the hands through. Take your options. And then you're just going to choose one leg, so go over to one side. Make sure both bum cheeks stay on the wall. And then over to the other leg. And recover, soften the knees, and roll back up. Ooh. Right, there's many more things we can do. I've got a huge list on here, but the 20 minutes are almost up. So we're just going to be doing the calf stretch. Hands on the wall again. 1 foot backwards, making sure it's nice and parallel. So look backwards, make sure the foot is in line with the knee, middle toe pointing forward, pushing the hip forward. People have got different length of calves. I actually have to lean forward. Some people are perfectly good here. Some people have to go much further away. So you'll find your level. So I know some people are really here. Some people can bend the knee further forward. But the main thing is it's parallel. And then think about your tripods of your feet again. So a nice tripod, pushing the energy through the back of the knee into the heel. And swapping legs. Both sides might be very different. So arrange your tripods, lengthen. Okay, just to wean you off the wall, you're going to do one rise. So feet together, legs together, squeeze them as much together as you can. Float your arms up into a V shape, squeeze legs together, zip up hollow and rise. And lower down. And well done. 20 minutes of Pilates on the wall. And there's plenty more exercises, so maybe you can do part 2 wall exercises. Okay, see you soon.